In today's video, I'm going to go over the system I was talking about here to save you guys probably over $5,000 in setup fees, show you how easy it is to set up AI appointment sellers and AI calling, and then also show why it's entirely useless, and then go into actually how you should really probably just use automations instead of AI, and you'll figure out why. So let's jump into it here for you. This is their appointment booking bot that they have here. This was actually created by somebody called Active Solutions probably a year ago. Main reason why they did this was because conversational AI inside of Go High Level was not that good for the longest time, so they had to make a workaround here for it. Somewhat of the useless part about this is that you still have the trigger of wherever somebody replied there, you do then still send the text message out. So this would be after your initial lead comes in to almost do like a follow-up sequence. Biggest issue with it though is although you can put these wait cycles into it for like 0.1 seconds, this still does time out. So the main thing of what this is trying to do is it's trying to first of all ask a question. Is there anything else I should know to create the floor for you? Or should we set up a time to check it out if it works for you? If they answer no, I'm all good, let's go into it. Then we ask for your address to see the next time we'll be in the area. And then what it'll do afterwards is find the distance, which I bet these guys don't do, from your shop to the job so that you can still manually book it. Because I bet that these guys are still just setting up estimates and they have no idea that they have no idea that the lead is qualified. They have no idea how far away the lead is from your jobs. They have no idea if you're actually already floor coding at that certain time too, which is why AI is so useless, even though you can set this all up. And I will give it away for free if you just ask for it, even though it's pretty much useless. Why AI fails, especially in the floor coding business, is because let's say somebody automatically books an estimate in for 3 p.m. tomorrow for you because you're trying to get to the estimates as soon as possible, but you're either picking up material, you're either on a job, you're doing a base coat, you're finishing your top coat at that time, and then boom, now you have to reschedule them after you just got done texting them, losing credibility with the business, while you're also as well still not building any rapport with these customers whatsoever in between when the lead comes into the estimate book until you're on to the estimate. But essentially this will cycle around over and over again, and it'll follow up with any relevant question that has not been asked. And I already know they're going to say, man, well, we put something different into the prompts. I've already tried it all. It's useless, by the way. So that is a AI appointment setter here for you. Main things are just talk to your leads. It's going to do way better for you. Next up, we have the AI caller, which is still inside of Go High Level as well. This actually does not cost you any money other than having a Go High Level account. If you want to work with me with marketing, I do offer this all for free inside of it. This is not a plug. It's not that crazy. Essentially, it's still useless, by the way. I don't even use this. So you have the voice AI agents. You go through, you name it. I like to name mine Chloe, C for communication there. Test business name, and then you can test some of these sounds of the names for these people. Usually American is probably the best, and if you're in America, obviously, because it already sounds like a robot, and it better not also have a different accent than an American at the same time. So these are probably your best bet. I've tried Sally, she's decent, Samantha, and essentially Serena is also a very good one. Scarlett, not the best. So go into it, and then what you want to do is actually turn on advanced settings here. After you do this, you'll then go into the advanced mode, and you'll break it down right here. So essentially you're this person. What you're trying to do is collect name, email, address. Again, do you want a robot collecting your address for you? I'd say probably not. Most of these, though, that they do have built out are pretty good with it. But again, you don't want to have to talk to a robot. You don't want to have a robot misspelling things. You don't want robots mispronouncing your customer's name. And the real goal here would be, again, to book an estimate. So essentially what you would do is update the contact fields, and then what you would want to do, since they don't actually natively have the ability to book onto your calendar just like that. You'll want to trigger a workflow off of this to then make it to where the appointment is booked. But this is the same thing that occurs here is you don't know when you're going to be in the area for the estimates. Sometimes logistically and operationally, it doesn't make sense to do the estimates during those certain times. And if you ever have to go back to a customer again and say, oh, well, my bad, I was actually doing this already with it, it's not going to breed confidence for your customers afterwards at all. You can also send SMSs with like calendar links, but again, you should try to take control as much as you can of the sale. Don't rely on robots. Don't rely on the customer filling these things in. People say that they want to add barriers to make a lead go onto an estimate, and that is probably the dumbest thing possible. Qualify them, take in as much as you can, and then decipher if you want to go on an estimate. Again, do not let a robot do that for you at that time. Other than that, phone and availability, you do want to enable it as a backup. You do take your call tracking, you do take your call forwarding number off so that it will always answer the call. But again, if you have a $20,000, $200,000 job, don't put the hands of AI onto those jobs. I've already done it, and everybody is mad whenever they hear robots. So the real system, essentially, what you should do, this is what I do inside of my own business. As soon as a Facebook lead comes in, you just use automations with already pre-planned text so that they start engaging, and then you take the conversation from there. So you want to say, are we open? Are we closed? We run from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day of the week. So if we're closed, essentially we're going through and saying, hey, we're currently closed. When would be a good time to reach out, and how can we help you? They'll create the opportunity. You'll get a notification. I still talk to leads and contacts if it's past 9 p.m. because I'm just trying to go to 3 mil this year. So it really matters to do all of that. If we're open, it'll just go through the regular thing. How can we help you? What were you looking for at that time? If they don't respond within that time, I wanted to call, and so that I can get in contact with the lead within 5 minutes. By the way, nothing they say onto that is the fact that you want to talk to your leads as fast as possible within 5 minutes if you can. Harvard Business Review did a study. If you talk to your leads within 5 minutes, you will get an over 400% increase in sales. So talk to your leads as fast as you can. If they don't respond, it'll send a missed call text back. I leave a voicemail for them, and then they just go into a text follow-up sequence that is optimized to get them to respond so that I can then take the conversation over for them after that. That's the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you care. Hope you have a great day. Peace.